hello, welcome in. Welcome back to Figgy in the North, an Iceland travel podcast. Your cozy corner of the internet where we talk geysers, glaciers, and all things Iceland. I'm your host, Figgy, your friendly travel companion, your geothermal hot tub hype woman, and the person who will absolutely remind you to bring wool socks. More than once. Today's episode is a big one. Maybe the big one. We're talking about something I get asked all the time. How do I plan my very first trip to Iceland? Whether you've been dreaming about black sand beaches or imagining yourself sipping hot chocolate under a shimmering aurora, planning your first journey to Iceland can feel overwhelming. It's a stunning country, but it's also a place where the weather changes every 15 minutes, where distances trick you, and where the budget, let's say, has personality. So today we're breaking it all down. Budget tiers and what you actually get at each level. When to go based on your travel style and must-see list. A little bit about itineraries for different trip lengths. And major pitfalls and how to avoid them. Alright, let's warm up our metaphorical hot chocolate and get into it. Iceland budgets. What does a trip actually cost? Alright friends, let's talk money. Because Iceland is breathtaking, but it can also take your breath away at the checkout counter if you're not ready for it. I like to split budgets into 3 simple tiers. Mindful, moderate, and treat yourself. On a mindful budget, you'll spend approximately 100 to 180 euros per person per day. This is for travelers who want to see Iceland without selling an organ on the black market. Your accommodations will include hostels, guest houses, or basic Airbnb rooms. Transportation will be shared bus transfers, maybe a small car rental if you're in the shoulder season. For food, you'll shop at grocery stores like Bonus and Kronen, and definitely try the gas station hot dogs. They're a rite of passage. For activities, there's plenty of free nature sites, waterfalls, beaches, viewpoints, maybe a paid experience or two. This is totally doable. Some of the best parts of Iceland, like Skogafoss, Reynisfjara, Thingvellir, they're all free except for a small parking fee. Under a moderate budget, you'll spend about 200 to 350 euros per person per day. This is generally the sweet spot for first-timers. You'll stay in hotels or nicer guest houses, some of them including breakfast. For transportation, it's best to get a rental car with full insurance, and trust me, you will want the insurance. Food consists of a mix of casual restaurants and grocery shopping like the budget tier. And for activities, maybe a few big ticket items like the Blue Lagoon, a glacier hike, or whale watching. This tier gives you comfort, flexibility, and a solid Icelandic experience without completely draining your savings. Now, on to the treat yourself budget. This budget ranges around 350 to more than 600 euros per person per day. If you want luxury or unique experiences, this is your tier. For accommodations, there's designer hotels, boutique cabins, some of them with private hot tubs. For transportation, you'll want to rent a larger or 4x4 vehicle, or book a private tour guide. For food, you can enjoy all the Icelandic cuisine your heart desires. Lamb, Arctic char, and endless pastries. For activities, consider helicopter tours, natural ice caves with expert guides, and more. A lot of dreamy Iceland Instagram reels come from this tier. Whichever category you fall into, Iceland can be worth it. Just go in with a plan, especially for food and transportation, since those are the easiest places for costs to spiral like a winter storm in the West Fjords. When should you go? Timing for your first Iceland trip. Now, let's talk about when to go. Iceland changes dramatically by season, not just in temperature, but in the amount of daylight, road conditions, and what's actually possible to do. The summer stretches from June to August. Some of the benefits of choosing this time of year include the 24 hours of daylight. Some call it the midnight sun, others call it the white nights. This is the time when you'll have the best road conditions. All hikes, F-roads, and highland routes will be open, and you'll find puffins and sheep everywhere. The cons, it's the most expensive season, and the attractions will probably be more crowded. Summer is the perfect time if you're self-driving, you want to take big road trips, or you want to take outdoor adventures. The shoulder season is generally considered May and September. The benefits of going during this season include lower prices, fewer crowds, the weather is still decent, and if you go in September, you get to enjoy all the fall colors. The minuses, some of the highland roads are closed, and the weather is more unpredictable. These are some of my favorite months to explore. Winter is often considered to stretch from October through April. The benefits is you have a chance of seeing the northern lights. The landscapes are snowy. Hotel prices are generally lower. All the ice caves are open. And you'll get cozy vibes that feel straight out of a fairy tale. However, you will have short daylight hours, road closures are common, and storms can force you to rearrange your itinerary. Winter is magical, but you need flexibility, warm layers, and realistic expectations. So choose your season based on what you absolutely want. If it's the Northern Lights, go in winter. If it's the Highlands and hiking, summer's the time to go. If it's saving money without sacrificing too much, consider the shoulder seasons. Okay, let's build some sample itineraries. Remember, these are just a framework, but they'll help you figure out pacing. And trust me, in Iceland, pacing is the key. Itinerary 1, 4 to 5 days. This is the classic first-timer trip. You'll generally want to base yourself in Reykjavik, if you're taking tours, or Reykjavik and a spot or two on the south coast. Day 1, arrive, visit the Blue Lagoon or the Sky Lagoon, and explore Reykjavik. It's always best to take it a little bit easy, just in case of jet lag. Day 2, visit the Golden Circle, which includes Thingvellir, Geyser, and Gullfoss. Day 3, drive along the south coast, seeing Seljalandsfoss, Skogafoss, Reynisfjara, and stop in Vik or somewhere nearby. Day 4, consider a glacier hike or ice cave tour, and then return to Reykjavik. Day 5, tour Reykjavik and visit the museums and enjoy some food before you depart. This itinerary is great for a quick trip while maximizing some of the highlights on the south coast. If you have 7 to 8 days, you can enjoy a full south coast adventure. Day 1, Reykjavik. Day 2, Golden Circle. Day 3, the major south coast waterfalls plus Vik. Day 4, the Glacier Lagoon, Jökulsárlón, and Diamond Beach. Day 5, hiking in Skaftafell. Day 6, driving back to Reykjavik. Day 7, the Reykjanes Peninsula. And Day 8, fly out. This itinerary allows a little bit more breathing room, and breathing room equals less stress. Now, if you have 10 to 14 days, you have plenty of time to get around the full ring road. This itinerary is for those who want to drive the entire loop. Highlights of this trip, in addition to the south coast, include the East Fjords, North Iceland like Akureyri and Mývatn, whale watching in Húsavík, Dettifoss, and the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. You need time, and you definitely still need to be flexible. But wow, is it worth it? Major pitfalls to avoid. Alright, here's time for one of my favorite segments. Learn from the mistakes of travelers past. Pitfall number 1. Underestimating the driving times. Iceland looks small on a map. In fact, it's only about the size of Kentucky. But between weather, sheep, single-lane bridges, and photo stops every 3 minutes, Trust me, everything takes longer. My tip, add about 25-40% onto the Google Map times. You may not need it, but if you do, you'll be glad you have it. Pitfall number 2, skipping car insurance. Wind here isn't breezy, it's your door might fly off into the next postcode. Insurance is your friend. However, read the exclusions carefully so you know what to expect. Pitfall number 3, trying to see everything. I know, it's tempting. But a relaxed trip seeing just 20% of Iceland well is much better than a frantic dash seeing 60% of it poorly. And it's a great reason to plan another trip. Pitfall number 4, not respecting the weather. Iceland weather is adorable, in the way a baby dragon is adorable. It's cute, but it's capable of plenty of chaos. Always follow the weather warnings. Pitfall number 5, not booking early. This is especially true if you're visiting in the summer. Hotels and cars can sell out months in advance, and if they don't sell out, they'll probably be more costly on short notice. Pitfall number 6, going off-road where you shouldn't. Off-roading is illegal unless you're on marked F-roads. And trust me, the fines are no joke. Pitfall number 7, forgetting about food costs. Plan restaurant meals intentionally and fill the gaps with groceries, bakery stops, and gas station goodies. You can save a lot of money doing that. My personal tips and tricks. Tip number 1, bring waterproof everything. Rain jackets, pants, backpack covers, you name it, it's worth it. But no, don't bring the umbrella. After all, even windproof umbrellas aren't Iceland proof. Tip number 2, layer like a local. Merino wool is your best friend. Cotton is your enemy. The more layers you wear, the easier it is to adjust as needed. Tip number 3, don't skip the small towns. Iceland's charm is in its hidden corners. For example, the lobster soup in Hof is worth it. Seyðisfjörður has artsy vibes, and Siglufjörður has the Herring Museum. There's plenty more to find if you look for it. Tip number 4, bring a reusable water bottle. The tap water is some of the best in the world. You won't need to buy a bottled water. It's the same thing. Tip number 5, embrace flexibility. If a storm rolls in, swap your days around. Iceland rewards travelers who go with the flow. Do not ignore the weather warnings. Tip number 6, early mornings is magic. If you want a waterfall to yourself, go before 9 a.m. The tour buses arrive after that. Evenings can also give you a little bit more of a private experience. And there you have it, your beginner's guide to planning your very first trip to Iceland. I hope this episode helped clear up the big questions and left you feeling excited, empowered, and ready to buy those wool socks I keep mentioning. If you enjoyed today's episode, please follow the show, leave a friendly review, or share it with someone who's currently Googling, is Iceland expensive? Stay tuned for next week's episode, where we're diving deeper into Iceland's seasons and when you should visit to get the most out of your trip. Until then, takk for listening, safe travels, and may your skies be clear and your hot pot steamy. This is Figgy, and I'll see you next time in the north.